how was like just the Bay Area in general, like being there for All-Star?
I thought the Bay put on for NBA All-Star. Shout out to the Warriors organization. Shout out to E40, to Too Short. They performed everywhere. Shout out to Stephen Curry. I mean, even Chase Center was a stunning arena for everything going on at NBA All-Star Week. And I thought they did a great job. And the Valkyries were front and center. There was a lot of showcasing of the players and enthusiasm for the new WNBA team there.
Well, actually, on that topic, Fox Sports radio co-host Rob Parker had his own thoughts on why the NBA All-Star Weekend wasn't good. So let's take a look.
There's one person and one person only who has ruined NBA All-Star Weekend.
Who that?
And that's Caitlin Clark. They invited her to be involved in a shooting contest with Steph, right? And they were going to make this nice thing go and give people something to watch. She is television ratings gold, right? Everything she's in, people are watching. That would have been the only reason to watch any of the festivities this weekend. And she had the gall, the audacity to say no. How can she say no when the WNBA wouldn't even be around if it wasn't for the NBA? So the least she could have done was done a solid for her brothers in the NBA.
That is my first time seeing that clip, and it is so loud and wrong. And oh my God.
It's so loud.
How is it Caitlin or any WNBA player's job to make the NBA All-Star Weekend better?
Girl, actually, the fact that we're blaming women's basketball for ruining NBA All-Star Weekend, boy, has women's basketball come a long way, honestly. I mean, it's kind of a win for women's basketball, but at the same time, it also shows how much, in particular, Caitlin Clark moves the needle. But I just feel like, come on, man. I mean, this is probably clickbait and engagement farming here when he's using Caitlin Clark's name. But don't be asking Caitlin Clark to come do some shooting contest with Steph and Sabrina to save NBA All-Star. Ask the star NBA players to do the dunk contest. Thank goodness for Mac McClung, girl. I mean, literally, if not for Mac, half the attempts of dunks in the dunk contest were misses. We're talking about completions. We're not even talking about creativity or skill at dunking. Like, come on. Like, let's have the star players step up on the NBA side. Like, literally, the NBA, the conversation point has been, hey, they've got a ratings problem. Hey, the NBA All-Star game is having issues and, being captivating. And literally on the day of the All-Star game itself, we find out that LeBron James and Anthony Edwards are not going to play. That's literally the face of the league now, and arguably a player that could be the future face of the league, and they're not going to participate. And then basketball wasn't centered. Like there was barely any basketball played. If you look at Kenny's young stars, so the actual all-star players that were the younger group, they played at the very beginning of like that new format, and we never saw them again. I'm actually wondering how they felt about the all-star format. The rising stars, the players who, should really have their day on Friday, and they do, were very prominently featured on Sunday. And I think the All-Star game and Sunday is a prestigious moment that should be reserved for the All-Star players who earn that. And ultimately, I was watching this new format that I guess was more competitive, but I'm watching it and I'm like, wait, what do the stats mean? Like, what are the teams? And like the whole thing was certainly a spectacle, but ultimately none of it really mattered. Like, what did you think?
I feel like it just gets worse year after year. Like, I honestly didn't even watch the game this year. I saw some stuff on Twitter about like Mr. Beast and Kevin Hart, but even with that, why are we having Mr. Beast in the NBA? Like, out of all people, they really need to pick their stuff up.